right there. What was I going to talk about today? Change top chat to live chat. Okay, there we go. So, if you possibly saw just a little bit in the opening, there was a new character in this that I was playing as after Angry Argonian
Lady?
made.
Spare a coin.
Oh, shut up. Playing. So I basically just started doing that one so that I could have like a training, like a practice one where I could
I work
practice
with my
doing
mommy.
the
Sell fruits and
alchemy
veggies.
stuff with like
It's
console
fun,
commands and
mostly.
shit. Because as I said before, I've never actually fully been able to get the alchemy glitch to work, but I'm trying.
I'm the commander of the
With
guard.
the other
here on
one,
White.
and while I'm going through the game on that one and leveling up, I'm realizing just how fucking overpowered Khajiit melee attacks are. Like, holy shit, everything is so much more difficult to kill. Like, even before I got the glove things, they were super fucking difficult to kill. Or they were super fucking easy to kill, I should say. But now, with just the sword, it's so fucking difficult. And now time for the infamous glitch again. Anyone see me? No, they cannot. Why bother spending $1,000? Sometimes I really like how glitchy this fucking game is. Let's see where we're going. No, I keep forgetting. I keep thinking I can click and drag them. Okay, so it's not over there. So we're going back to Helgen, I guess. I don't know why I keep thinking I can click and drag the map. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, so not Bethesda. Playing with the sword, like the only real upside of the playing with weapons is you get the range of the bow and arrow and shit. Other than that, you don't really get anything out of using weapons. At least if you're a Khajiit. If you're a normal person, then your hands are gonna be fucking. Your hands are gonna be fucked up. Or not. Bleh, I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm saying. If you use just hands as any race other than Khajiit or Argonian, you're going to have a bad time because you're going to be doing only 4 damage each hit, which is even worse than the normal weapons, which is really saying something. Like, you could be... Like, one thing I want to do in one of my games when I get this is that each individual race is going to have their own, like, base melee damage. Was this horse literally just fucking stopped by a fucking butterfly? So yeah, each individual race is going to have their own little melee damage. But then on top of that, melee damage is also going to be impacted by by the muscle size that you get, so it's not just going to be an aesthetic choice for you. In fact, the muscle size, like, At least for the higher difficulty levels, because what I'm doing for what I'm planning on doing for difficulty levels is making it just more realistic. The higher the difficulty level is, so like changing the people from being fucking stupid, like having a novice level where people are stupid and are kind of easy to kill. And are like easy to kill because they've got like, or I guess everyone's always going to have the same amount of health. The only difference is that depending on they're just gonna, I guess they're gonna do different damages against you. Nobody else there's not gonna be any damage multiplier against the enemies in my game. Like you're not gonna be, or I guess the difficulty thing isn't going to ramp up the damage against them. But it's going to ramp up the damage against you so that when you get to the super high levels of difficulty, like pseudo-realism, that's going to be like, oh no, a sword stabbed me through the chest. I'm dead now. Someone sliced my neck with their blade. I'm dead now. I was shot in the eye with an arrow. I'm dead now. Rather than, oh, I've got 200 arrows sticking out of me. I'm completely fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's freaking hilarious. But, yeah, but yeah, so the main difficulty thing is going to be, you're going to be easier to kill in the higher difficulties. And the enemies are going to be more difficult to kill, not because they have more health, but because I'm going to do what I can to make the AI smarter, so that they use cover, they move, they try not to get all grouped up, they don't just bum rush you. I'm going to try and make it so that they kind of behave like actual people.
Enjoy killing you. You think you stand a chance?
Who the fuck are you? What's up there? Unlike Skyrim, completely random. But there's gonna be more than just 2 beast races. Oh fuck, here comes the Hag Raven. What the fuck? What was I saying? Oh yeah. Lots of more beast races. I think right now I've got a wolf species. Okay, we've got a wolf, coyote. This is for the entire continent. This is just like, I've got like an entire continent all mapped up already for this one. This is for my own fantasy game thingy. Wolf, bear, coyote, snake, lizard, turtle.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Shark. There's too many and I can't. And I don't feel like going to go open up the...
Time to get lost,
Just something along those lines. Fucking chilly. Not chilly, I'm dead. Also have a few god and goddesses designed already, and a basic storyline too at that, but it's actually kinda similar to Skyrim, but like not. What the fuck is going on? Why am I? That's super fucking weird. Like I tried to make, I make my own. One other difference between the two is that the storyline is it takes more of a cue from Morrowind instead of Skyrim, at least in the terms of you can fuck up the story, but also, like, one thing I'm doing with the game is you can fuck up the story, but you can also unfuck it in a way.
Good dog.
Like, every story, like, there's the story itself,
You look
like, the natural order of it. And then there's... And then if you fuck up...
Hmm?
There's Delphine and
You're that visitor, Ben. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
We got rooms and take a look.
What was I gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I
And the
forgot.
braggart did swag.
Sky. Forgot what I was going on about. I completely forgot what I was going on about. Actually, let me go look back through my video. More of a cue from Morrowind instead of Sky. Oh yeah. Just talking about Morrowind, the quest thing. So you can fuck up the quest line, wind up screwing up the story, but the game isn't completely evil, and even if you do fuck it up, the game will become a puzzle game at that point, kind of, where there are ways that you can, like, fix what you've done, or get the task done anyways without that one NPC or event. Obviously, there are some super huge events that if you miss it, you're not going to be able to do it. The only main thing that does, like, the main thing is that the only major event that you literally cannot miss, no matter how long it takes you to get to it, is the introduction sequence with the cave dragon. With a cave dragon. Simply because that would be the one that sets in motion, like, the timeline for everything. That's like the starting point where it's everything else is hooked onto that, and then after a certain amount of time passes after that, that decides when the other events have failed, rather than just when you start the game. So you can go, so the best course of action would probably be to either get through the entire storyline first, in my opinion. I can't really say the best course of action. There are two ways I would recommend going through my game when I finally complete it, which is, which is either forgetting the main story and for at least the longest amount of time, and instead going about just doing all the side quests and stuff. And then the other one is doing the main story right away so you can go get to the side quests and stuff. Otherwise, if you do the side quests, the reason I say that you shouldn't do the main story and the side quests at the same time is because that would be that's a harder way. You can perfectly do side quests in the middle of the main story. You may miss a few things, you may mess up the game, but it's not going to completely cripple your experience. Please don't tell me I crashed. That was a fucking funny power.
Are you feeling sick?
So yeah, you can go and do whatever side quests you want in the middle of the story. I just would recommend against it because it makes the game a little bit harder because there's nothing more guiding you in it. Like, the game itself isn't gonna hold your hand and walk you through it. You have to figure out what you have to do for yourself.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet?
Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now,
Fever.
I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Okay. What's my diseases? Let me just quickly see what my diseases are.
So sick. Can hardly stand.
So yeah, there's
My favorite drinking.
one thing that
Let's get some
I'm really surprised I haven't come up with, because I've been working on like writing up this game for.
Do you get to the Cloud District?
Shut up, Nazim.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course.
I've been working on it for
I mostly deal
5
with petty thievery.
years in planning. Like, I'm doing this all on my own. Well, I'm not doing it all on my own. I got like 1 or 2 people talking it out with me, but yeah, got all of that. Surprised I haven't come up with any more like drugs and stuff for this fantasy world. I think I've come up with 2 drugs in total for my universe, which is absolutely abysmal. Anyways, random story about the other character that I made. So this character's whole deal right here, this character that I'm playing on right now, their whole deal is basically being Saitama, but in training, where they're somewhat training to get their punches to be able to kill anything in 1 punch. The other character I have is kind of a play off the Lusty Argonian made, where instead of being lusty, they're angry. And instead of cleaning up houses, they are cleaning up Skyrim by killing anything they deem to be evil in the world, going around and just slaughtering. Not innocents, because that would be evil in their own eyes, but like just slaughtering any bandits or really anything it's just really anything they see as evil. I call it the Angry Argonian Maid. It's basically. Well, I don't want to say basically because that would get me. What the fuck? Some nice clipping there, Bethesda. On skeever, you little bitch. Oh yeah, mid-air shot. Really? dragon punched to death. Suck on it, bitch. Must have scared him off. No, I fucking punched that bitch to death. Like the gold. I don't even know if I have salt on that. I might have it activated. Oh nope, I no, I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Let's see if there's a... Okay, so I do have it installed. I just that's not me cheating. That was me just checking to make sure I have the Sol theme installed, because I don't know. Because if I don't, that'd be pretty bad, because this entire build is based around a boss in Solstheim. Karstag is my Boros. Or Garu, or whatever his fucking name is, I don't know. I haven't read the manga or webcomic. Fuck. Fuck. I keep thinking I'm playing Overwatch. I gotta stop playing that game, to be honest. It's fucking... Like, the game has the potential to be fun. Blizzard, my fucking god, Blizzard, you fucking suck. God damn it. Oh yeah, another thing. I will be including a survival, like the hardest level of difficulty in my game. Or I guess I will be including a survival mode in my game. Unlike Bethesda, I won't be charging $5 for it, or $4 or whatever, however much they're charging you for this shit. What's the fucking one? Two punch. It's the 1-2 punch. Frostbite spider. Fucking hate spiders. How is it that this thing had more health than a person? So the way I'm planning on easing up on difficulty is basically assigning difficult, or I guess let me rephrase that. The way I plan on making difficulty in my game is setting a whole bunch of parameters and like knowledge and stuff for the computer to read. Oh fuck. on like the highest level of difficulty, all of those things are, all the pistons are firing, all the special attributes are added and all that shit. And then the lower you go, the less active they all are. Or the less number of, the smaller number of them that are active, I should say. Just gonna instantly warm me up. Why is this water not considered fucking warm? It's a fucking hot spring. Why didn't the little... I mean, I guess I am already warm then. So yeah. I'm not saying... Definitely not going to be claiming my game is going to be better than Bethesda's game. I'm just... Or anywhere even close. I'm a single person working on the game and they're a group of 200 or something. So I'm definitely not going to claim that mine's going to be anywhere near as good or better. I'm just making a game similar. A spiritual... Oh man, my back hurts. Just gonna try and make my game good. I have to use the weapon, don't I? Yeah, I do. Fuck. Now we walk all the way back to Whiterun. how to do the constant Skyrim, the mountain jump. Skyrim's most prestigious of sports.
That's close enough.
Today's gonna be a bit of a shorter video, guys. Sorry about that. I'm probably just gonna turn this in because I got a dog to go pick up in literally an hour, so I gotta be ready to head out, and I can't wait too long. Gonna do this little magic fighting quest thing, where I go through this guy's fucking. Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck you, rabbit. I'm gonna go rob this guy's tomb, I guess.
Ah! Oh, my guy, you startled me. There's a necromancer around here, so watch yourself. Can you help me? He's in the tomb. He's good. My aunt went
I don't
in after
care.
him.
Let's go.
Great. I'll unlock the door and meet you inside. Then you can lead the way.
Ancient horseship. Excuse me. That tasted like a vomit.
We should get after Val's Varen before he does more damage here.
Bastards.
No. Antagna. Why didn't I go in with her?
Because you're a fucking pussy bitch. That's why you didn't go in.
like the area Agna told me about. She said that the bear would show the way. You found it.
That's right, I found it, bitch.
Okay, I think this door should lead to the main burial chamber where Val's is holed up. Let's get in there and put an end to this.
Dead should be made to serve the living, not the other way around.
Someone do something.
Did that actually work? Oh my god, it actually fucking worked.
That's your best, huh? Thank you for your help with Val's.
Where is his fucking body?
That's the last of them. Somebody help! Come on! Bastard!
I think I broke the game. I have no idea where the fucker's body went. Oh, there it is. He didn't have anything with him. I don't have a high enough smoke pistol for that. And that is the power of the one punch. Well, that one pop-up is certainly right. I am definitely hungry. I'm gonna go get some ships after this. I have to level up my smithing. Smithing. 8:48 p.m. too tired to think of any commentary. Sorry, folks. I already beat the shit out of that guy? Yeah, I think I did. Hello, who person just joined? We are going... You joined at, like, the worst possible time. I am not turning in this quest. I am finishing up this quest. Okay, you already left. Never mind. Oh, you might still be here. I am finishing up this quest, and then I am going to go get some lunch. Or dinner, or some shit, I guess. Something. I'm getting something to eat in a few minutes. By Ysmir, you did it! You killed the dragon! The first one is so impressive, but then they don't care about any of the other ones. Where the fuck is that dragon? It was right there. Guess it despawned. Oh well. Oh no, the lags. Oh shit, I didn't realize how low my health was. That would have been bad if something had jumped me. Theoretically, I could just put myself on toggle god mode for this, and then cheese my way up to the top, but then that's not really a fun
Roadsteads are nice enough.
Okay, good. I do have Solstheim installed just as like another guarantee of it. Let's go up to Dana Computer Spring. I guess first I'm gonna go to...
Need something?
Yeah, I need you to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. I enjoy this work well enough. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
If it's work you're looking
Drink
for,
to our youth,
Hilda's the one to talk to.
today's come and gone.
Till 8 a.m.
Age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
Here we go.
restore what
I
we
wonder,
own.
where's the
With our
fucking
blood and
sign
our
here?
steel, we will take back our home.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is
Down.
obsessed
Yeah.
with death.
I would kill
May your
her
sword be
of
sharp.
It really is amazing, though. That whole thing with the Baldy, or not Baldy, that whole thing with the guy I shared, I saved from the Thalmor camp. In the last video. I was the first time I'd ever done that quest.
The finest cuts.
And I had known about it since before the game came out, because I was reading, because it was like in Game Informer. Yeah, it was a Game Informer, their magazine. They had done it in like their preview of Skyrim.
Do you have the
And
Elder
I'd
Gleam
never
sack?
gotten it done until I was there. Until like just now.
Wonderful.
So
I'll use it to
7
repair the
years
tree.
that I've known
Thank
about
you
it, and
so
it took
much
me
for
all
all
this
your
time
help.
to finally find it.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Anyways, okay, let's find a good place to get. Okay, this is a good lighting.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Ew. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This has been Darkman the Wanderer playing part 5 of my One Punch Man Skyrim walkthrough. I hope you all shut up, you stupid fucking farmer. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed recording it, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Peace out.